Engines roll, mountain air, red and white everywhere. From small town stops to big time takes, bird gang talk, no breaks. Windows down, speakers bleed. Two brothers, one believe. We're shooting the breeze. Talking Arizona Cardinals loud and free. Every mile, every scene. RedSea pride on full display. Yeah. Shooting the breeze, no script, just passion unleashed. From the road to the mic. Yeah. This is RedSea life.
Hey, man, we're here. What's up, RedSea? We made it. We broke into the locker room. We're going to talk about some quarterbacks, man. I believe there's a couple behind us that no longer belong here. So, yeah, Chris, you want to start off with you? What do you think, man? What's our quarterback room looking like? Because good old K1, he's still here, right?
I'm saying Minshew to the bowl is what I'm saying.
Wait, Kyler Murray is not here.
Oh, he gone.
Where's he go?
If you look at the left of the locker room over there, I don't know where he's at, man. He's gone. He left. They got rid of him. K1's gone. I don't even know why we're talking about Kyler anymore. It's not even a subject.
Oh, so K1 is not relevant in the Cardinal locker room anymore.
Nope.
So, who did we pick up?
Minshew, buddy. We
Uncle
got Minshew.
Rico.
We got Mr. Uncle Rico. I think Minshew's going to take us to the promised land. I'm just kidding. To be honest, though, being honest about Minshew, I think he is one of the more scrappier backups in the league. So I'm glad to have him as a backup. I don't know if Jacoby's the starter or he could be the starter, Minshew, but there's probably a bigger plan that I think the Cardinals have. How do you feel?
I agree. I agree wholeheartedly that we have a huge plan coming. I don't think Jacoby is the answer. I just don't. I never thought that he was the answer when we got him. But do I believe that the Cardinals know what they're doing? Sure. They have to have some type of plan. I don't think they're going to tank this. But guess what? We've been wrong in the past. I mean, apparently we've been wrong these whole past 3 years that we've been doing this. So who knows what's going to happen? But I do think in our minds that Jacoby is not the answer, that, yeah, we did bring on Minshew, which is fine. He hasn't really seen much action, but like you said, I kind of like him. He kind of reminds me of a Baker Mayfield in a weird way, just with long hair and a mustache. So, yeah, I think that's good. But I really think what it's going to come down to is this year's draft and next year's draft. I really do. Do I think we're going to restart? No, not necessarily. Not if we can put the right players into position. I think we can at least get more wins than the last 2 years right out the gate. That's what I believe. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like they do have a plan. They have a plan in store, like we've been talking about. Jacoby is not the guy, and I honestly think that, I could play devil's advocate and I could say, well, maybe they're looking at Jacoby as the next Sam Darnold, and MLF, Mike LaFleur, can go through here and turn him into the next Sam Darnold and take us to the promised land. I think he's a little too, in my opinion, he's a little too slow when there's a lot of green, when there's a lot of opportunity to move the chains, and it's just him for the decision, and he doesn't have anywhere to throw to. That's where I'm not a fan of Jacoby's game, is because he's a little slow. And maybe that's because I'm used to watching Kyler, the irrelevant quarterback that we shouldn't be talking about, used to his style of play. So I believe they're going to go with a young talent, pocket passer, but still has that talent to get and move the chains if there's a lot of green for him to run the ball like Joe Burrow does, or how Drake May does, or Bo Nix. I think we're looking at some younger talent within this draft or the next draft. So I think Mendoza's locked up, and I think Ty Simpson's going to get locked up before we get him. So I'm looking at Drew Aller, 6'5", 230, Penn State. He doesn't have a lot of highlights in 2025, but he does have quite a highlight reel in 2024. And I like his play style. He kind of reminds me of a Josh Allen style player. What's your pick? What are you thinking? Because I heard your gears turning there.
Yeah. Well,
Today's episode of the RedSea Brothers podcast is powered by Dubby Energy, the fuel of Bird Gang focus. Dubby packs whole coffee fruit extract, formerly Neurofactor, a patented all-natural ingredient clinically shown to boost BDNF, the brain protein that keeps you locked in, dialed up, and game ready. That boost hit 143% in a clinical study. That's clarity, reaction, and focus like a true Red Sea warrior. No jitters, no crash, no sugar, just clean, Cardinal-level energy. So whether it's game day at State Farm or talking Bird Gang all week long, grab your Dubby. Use promo code RedSea for 10% off. That's Red Sea. Dubby Energy. Rise up, lock in, be better.
yeah. Well, you know what? There's another guy I looked at, 6'1", 238, pretty fast guy. He's a LSU Tiger quarterback. You know, Garrett Nussmeier. Everyone's looking at the other way with this kid. This kid had some flash in the pan, dog. I was watching some of his plays on there. He's a little quiet guy. He's small. He's not the tallest guy. I would like a 6'3", 6'4", kind of a taller guy in the pocket, maybe because that's so they can see Marv. But I mean, he's a possibility too. But we got to look at things this way. This isn't our mock draft. We'll be coming to the mock draft. We kind of wanted to come in here, sneak into this locker room to talk about quarterbacks and who do we think should be starting and what we should be going after. Is this another season to where we're going to be picking like a Josh Rosen, and then the next year we're going to get our number one QB, and then we're going to say FU, Drew Aller or Ty Simpson, go hit the bricks. We're going to get a new kid, maybe Archie Manning or some kid like this. But I don't know. What I'm trying to say is the Cardinals have a thing, and what I think, my personal opinion is I think we need to shore up that right side. We haven't. We need to get a bookend for Paris Johnson. We need to shore up that side or left side. I forgot whatever side, but we need to find. We got to shore up that offensive line. And the only reason why I say that is it's going to always come back to what you said. What is it? What you said? It is Jacoby cannot run out of that pocket for the life of him. He'll grab the ball and hide and then get hit. Whereas Kyler Murray would make an exit strategy and then come up with another plan. So if we don't shore up that side and we don't get these guys on there, we're going to just keep having this issue. So going back to it, yeah, I think, and I know we're not supposed to talk about this, but at 3, I do think we're going to get some big guy, an offensive lineman, and then we're going to go on down the line. So by me speaking that, here we go. Mendoza will go to the Raiders. Looks like Ty Simpson will probably either go to the Jets unless the Jets go, you know what? Ooh, we like Drew Aller, and Aller comes up in stock, and he goes to the Jets. So it can go either way. And then it comes down to what other teams are before us. Now, if these other teams are before us, we may end up with Garrett. Who knows? Ty Simpson and Drew Aller may be gone. So, but looking at everything, running the mock drafts, watching everything, it looks like, to be honest with you, that we are going to end up with a kid named Ty Simpson. That's what I think is going to happen. I think that we aren't going to get Drew Aller. I think we're going to go Ty Simpson. And I think we could even trade up for him at 3-2 as well. I think that we're Ty Simpson plays into, as you like to call him, MLS.
They're 6'1", so he's got to be accurate, just as accurate as like a Drew Brees style of quarterback for, in my opinion, for us to even land him. He's got to be that good. I think that Drew Aller's tape was better than the pro day, only because the wide receivers weren't catching the balls at that time. If you're watching the tape during his pro day, the wide receivers were the ones that were having the issue, and Drew Aller was throwing dots. There's an other quarterback that has a good build as far as frame height as size-wise. I would have to go with Carson Beck because he's another 6'5", 230 quarterback. I think he's a little lighter than 230. I think he's around like 219 or 215. But he's also another taller quarterback that we could be looking at as well. The only thing about Carson Beck was his professionalism, and I mean, he's in college and stuff, and there was some issues that he had about, leaving right away from the game and not like shaking people's hands after the game, kind of showing that, sportsmanship sort of thing. So that kind of rubbed me the wrong way, but that's character that could possibly get fixed. You know, the man was rough on himself, and that's why he left, and that's kind of what his story was. So, I mean, you know, might be a little bit of character issues there, but his tape is pretty good. He's from Miami University, so Carson Beck, I mean, is right there in the talkings, I think, as far as the quarterbacks this draft. Next draft, there is a handful of quarterbacks that are right up there that could be for us too. But to be honest, though, I think that we need to get a veteran in here. I think we talked about this, and this is something that could be far-fetched. But if the Ravens decide to leave from Lamar Jackson, that could be a possible 3 year or a 2 year contract, or even a year contract to come over and play for the Cardinals and see what that turns out to be. I don't know, that could be far-fetched, but maybe some sort of veteran quarterback that's slightly better than Minshew or Jacoby Brissett that could come in here and bridge us and kind of have that other quarterback to sit behind, you know, Jacoby or whoever's playing at the helm this season. Because right now it sounds like this season's kind of cooked. And as far as the QB, I don't think I would want to start Ty Simpson or I would want to start Drew Aller right out the gates, in my opinion. I don't know how you're feeling on that.
Yeah, I don't think so either. And so that's what I think too. I think we really, and I know what you're saying by veteran, but we need a veteran starter. Okay?
Yes,
We don't need a
yes.
veteran backup. We need a veteran starter. We need a
Right.
guy that can come in here and slang dimes. You know what I mean?
What do you
So,
think? What do you think about Tyson Badgett
Tyson Badgett.
from
I haven't
from
looked him up. Is
from?
he in this?
He's a veteran quarterback. The Bears have been trying to sell him.
Tyson.
BAG
Is it Bagnett? I think.
Bagnett or Badgett, Baget or Bagnet. I can't remember the exact spelling, but it's
Okay, I've
Tyson.
heard of him.
Yes.
I don't know too much about him because I haven't seen him start or play anything.
I haven't really looked up his highlights, but I did some reading on him, and the Chicago's been raving about him and talking a lot about him that he's really good and he's really came out of his shell as a quarterback. I haven't really seen the play, so I can't speak on it. I didn't know if you had any input on Tyson at all.
No, but
Care if Mike LaFleur finds his guy in Tyson, in Garrett Nussmeier, in Carson Beck, in Drew Aller, and one of those guys this year, I am fully down in supporting that quarterback and getting him in here and getting him ready to go. But not to start. I think he should sit behind a veteran, and it could be Jacoby. If Monty can't go out in the kitchen and cook and find us a quarterback that could be that veteran band-aid that we're looking for, kid to learn off of and sit behind for maybe half of the season. Maybe let's say Jacoby's not doing so hot, or maybe it just alters down to injury to where Minshew goes down and Jacoby goes down, and this guy has to play.
right.
You
So
know,
I think then I think at that point that's where our decision in the draft is very very critical because we need to
Extremely.
be able to find that next man up, I guess you can say. Hey Chris, I'm just going to kind of give us a little quick pause here because I kind of want to explain to the Red Sea real quick. Hey, our 2025 Fandable cards are out. We're going to put a link in our description. We have a new store, an online store you guys can go on and order your cards. So, and we'll ship them right out to you. So we're able to get an online store. Chris, did you want to talk a little bit more about it because you're more of the store manager on that part?
yeah, it's just we go through Square, so it's going through the Square store online, and you can just go to our link, click right to it, and then you'll have 3 items there that you can choose from. Now, just remember the 2023 parallels that we have are not in full print yet, so those are more of if you order one, it'll be more of like a pre-order, and because that one's going to take a little bit time to build and print, but we do have those ready to rock and roll. But the 2025s are now being sent to the printers here in the next couple of weeks. So you should be able to grab those fairly soon. And then also, if you are going to meet up with us during the season to at one of the games, you can find our location and purchase them online. And actually, we'll have it set up to where you can just pick them up from us that way instead of us shipping them out to you.
Yeah. So what you can do is you can order them online and then you can have it to where we can drop them off and deliver them to you.
Yep.
So
And be like, I'm
Right.
I'm at the green lot or whatever. And be like, cool, we'll meet you there. And
Kind of going off of that, so go ahead and get your cards, RedSea. We got a lot of things coming up. We're going to talk a little bit more during our awesome mock draft. So we got a legit mock draft that's coming up here, and kind of more on that. We'll kind of touch base a little bit our feelings on, are we going to trade number 3? Are we going to, because there could be big trades. Who knows? We could get a quarterback that way, a veteran quarterback, by trading out a bunch of stuff. So there's a lot of mysteries that surround that. So make sure that you guys keep in tune. Make sure to like and follow. Make sure to subscribe. That's the biggest thing. We've been noticing that there's a lot of watchers out there that watch the RedSea Brothers, but they don't subscribe. So make sure you hit that subscription button there, and
it's
make sure
free.
You hit that. What's up?
I said that when you hit that subscription button, it's free.
Yeah. See, so it's free. You don't have to pay anything. It just helps support this channel by getting those subscriptions in there.
Kyler Murray, Godspeed with you on the Minnesota Vikings. We did root for you. We cheered you on here. There were no short jokes here. Anything short of that. We loved you, man. So, hopefully you do well and you prove everybody wrong, man. I'll be rooting for you so quietly over here. In the
And
Red
if
Sea.
things don't pan your way, Kyler, go play baseball. We want to play baseball because we will definitely go to spring training and come see your games, man.
Yeah,
We'll
let's go. I
definitely
want to see
be
that.
on the field because we're baseball boys.
We
That's
love it.
where our dad came from, so we're huge baseball. So if you get into that, that'd be awesome.
It'll be sick.
So, all right, RedSea. I think that ends this Shootin' the Breeze episode. We'll see you in a couple weeks to our mock draft because we got some good stuff coming that way, huh, Chris?
Yep, mock draft. I'm excited. This is my favorite time of the season, when we get to see our new players, get to draft, we get to talk football like we're doing here, and get to talk with the fans and our family. So
Yeah.
exciting stuff.
And also, RedSea, be prepared too. You're going to be getting some letters probably the next couple weeks from us. We are choosing our new class for 2026 FANDABLES. So be prepared to receive some letters. We had some recommendations from a lot of our other FANDABLES prior. So be looking for those messages in your Facebook accounts or email or phone calls, depending on how we can get a hold of you. And that should be out shortly, Chris, because we're excited, man. We got a lot of stuff going.
And remember, Cardinal fans, every fan has a story.
Yep. Every single fan has a story to tell, and we're here to investigate it, right?
Absolutely. That's why we're here.
All right. Well, thanks again, RedSea, and you guys, you have a great day, and we're out.
See life. Turn it up, let it ride.